Welcome everyone to my Fiora Guide series, where I break down the first 10 minutes of the laning phase for Fiora fundamentals. In this match we have Wukong. If that sounds good to you, here comes the video. So our objective right now is to kind of sight him out. I mean, we know he's got Ignite. We want to make sure that he's not hogging bush control here, right? That way we can actually play the wave. And then we wait. So with him being Conquer and me being Press the Attack, we're about equal in the early game right now. I just have to see where he's at, right? So Vital has spawned. We're gonna go ahead and get a nice little Vital proc here. 2 Vital procs, 3 Vital procs. That's a huge trade for us. Can't get the 4th Vital proc, but it's fine.
Is this supposed to be a challenge?
The last thing we want him to do is to stack on us. Alright, so we know that he took Q here. Free Vital shot. That was free. Here, it's going to be another free one if he steps up. Doesn't look like he's going to. That was huge damage, making him respect it. We could go for a kill. And just like that, that was a huge kill. He got the level up timer on us, but he didn't do anything with us. And we gave him the, the surprise flash ignite tactic. And it usually works every time. So right now our objective is to just get a nice little reset here.
Such unrefined style.
And we need to be looking at moving into our first item, which is the Hydra. So right now we are in a very good spot. First back, we buy 2 long swords and a refillable potion. Refillable just gives us a little bit of sustain.
Sharp blade, sharp mind.
Alright, now that we're back in the lane, we're going to go ahead and move this bush because it is sitting at 252, so she should be just about finished. Get a nice little trade on him. Now we can go back and trade again. Now that we have bone plating and he doesn't. Right? That's our objective right now. Trade when he doesn't have bone plating, and we do. Okay, so we're going to try to stall this lane here. Shyvana is top, just like I said, so she's going to rotate back and go back for bottom waves here. So we want this trade, but we don't want all of these minions here, so we just need to be smart about how we do this. It's a good trade for us. Kind of just allowed him to have that for free, fortunately. But trying not to take too much creep damage here. We are doing really well in the creep department.
An ally has been slain.
Good rule of thumb for where the enemy jungler is to look at where our jungler is, and we can go from there. So in my mind right now is he is backing. He's going to be coming probably with a longsword, maybe even a pair of booties to try to escape. We need to reward this. But now that we have a double wave stacked, we want to make sure that we are being as aggressive as we can here. So he used his ignite.
To the death.
We're just going to go ahead and back right here. He wants to try to stall this. I don't want him to stall it.
Is this
we have to get
supposed
this
to be a
out.
challenge?
An ally has been slain.
We just have to be a bit careful here on how we approach this situation. Can't allow him to get... Okay. And that was how we do it. Perfect, so we'll get this second wave in here. try to get all the minions that we can. Well, there's two, unfortunately.
Such unrefined style.
Get a nice little plate on there. And we'll go ahead and reset, and we're going to come back with a Tiamat. Just because that allows us to proc our ultimate a little bit faster. And we're also going to come back with another two long swords. So right now we are a level ahead and 25 CS ahead of him. And that's all from wave state manipulation. I just want you all to understand that. Understanding when to trade, when not to trade, when to take bad trades that actually end up good in your favor.
Precision
And
and
now we want to
grace.
stall this outside of our tower, right? If we can. Right, so that was both of our bone plating, which is fine.
Killing spree.
So by him hitting a health potion right there, that means that he is trying to all-in me.
Do not hesitate.
Vital's not in a good spot for me right now. So I might actually reset it here. Unless I can squeak around it.
Oh God!
Go ahead and pop the Vital
In the
with
blink of an eye.
my riposte. And we'll go ahead and remove this pink ward that he just generously gifted to me. I am level 7. He's got to really take it easy.
Strike quickly, strike deftly.
We're going to hit him as soon as he goes for this creep. And we're just getting little pock shots on him. Invisible. I'm pretty sure I still hit that vital. This is death by 1,000 paper cuts here. Missed the Q.
At once.
Take that.
An enemy has been slain.
We're not really close to Hydra on here, but we're gonna zone him as soon as he goes to push this wave back out. Wave's gonna crash into me,
Is this supposed to be a challenge?
and we're just gonna basically allow him to lose a lot of farm here. We don't want to push. We want the wave to push into us as much as it can, so that he
I'll
loses his
never
farm,
hold
but
back.
that's not gonna happen. So hopefully he loses cannon here. He does. And he's sitting on 2 long swords, and he's going
Others
defensive a little
try.
bit here.
I succeed.
He's not liking the amount of poke that he's taking. So right now we do have a good wave state. Okay, we have a good start. Even though it's 5-7 in the current game, I outscale Wukong and virtually everybody except for Smolder on their team.
Such unrefined
So just
style.
by
Ally has been slain.
doing little dances, just by hitting little vitals here and there, you know, we don't need to all in him, right? Because it's not going to work. It's not going to work how we want it to work.
Prepare to die.
But we just continuously get little cock shots here. Alright, alright. Well, we went a little crazy there. I thought for sure that I wouldn't be CC'd as much as I was. However, it happens, it happens. We didn't waste anything for it. And that is going to be the end of this video. So hopefully you learned something on wave states. I showed you what to do, and I also showed you at the very end what not to do.
Sharp
So
mind.
have yourselves a good one, everybody, and stay tuned for the next one.
Spree.
And always remember where the jungler is.